We're here at the Sydney Opera House, and it's my great pleasure to introduce the newest member of the Sydney Philharmonia family. She's known to many Australians as one of our greatest operatic sopranos, and she's now become the singing ambassador for the Sydney Philharmonia Choir. So we welcome the wonderful Yvonne Kenny.
Thank you, Brett.
Wonderful to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm very delighted that you've invited me to become an ambassador of the Philharmonia Choirs, because I have such a belief in the power of good, of singing. The thing that about the Philharmonia Choirs that I think is so marvellous is that it's continuing the tradition of classical singing. I mean, we've got these wonderful school spectaculars and things which I love watching, and I think they're all absolutely brilliant. But the thing I observe is that there might only be one or two artists, as solo artists, who sing in a classical way in these kinds of shows. And it's important for young people to realise that there is a technical, classical way of singing, which the classical choral tradition requires. And that's why I love the fact that you still do the Messiah, the St. Matthew Passion, Elijah. So otherwise, you know, the way modern life is going, everything's digital, everything's not live anymore, everything's on screens, everyone's doing belt voice pop singing. That's kind of the norm, particularly in Australia, I'm finding.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think you're like a beacon of keeping this tradition going, of keeping these amazing, iconic classical pieces in the repertoire and unashamedly presenting them.
There's all sorts of ways that people can sing. They can just get together, and without music in front of them, somebody could lead them in a chant and they can respond to it, and then you can improvise some harmony, and basically you're singing with a group. You'll get a feel for what it's like to sing with other people, and that's fantastic. But what our choristers do is they learn a piece from another period of time. It might be in very specific sort of genre, and therefore they need to understand, if it's St. Matthew, all the things about Baroque phrasing. Then it's in German.
Languages.
Then it's in 4 parts.
Language skills.
Absolutely. And
Massive.
then they're only as good as listening to the other people around their section. So they're not only doing, but they're also responding and listening, and then at the same time they're visually responding to a conductor down the front. So even if you just put all of those skills together, what must be happening in the brains of these choristers is quite profound.
Absolutely.